Hey guys, it's TriSkeet, and welcome to the bonus episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Last time we took on Tiki Tong in the final boss level, and, well, we unlocked a couple stuff as, well, we also have some stuff we haven't seen yet, so, as per usual, this episode's mainly just going to be going back to Donkey Kong Island and seeing all the stuff we haven't gotten yet. So, the first thing we want to do is go into Game 2. Well, actually, something I should point out, if you'll look under our file, we have a star that usually appears next to a level when we have all the Kong letters, but the puzzle piece icon is empty. That icon will light up once you get all the puzzle pieces in the game, and the third one is, well, when you get all the time attacks in the game, which we aren't going to do because, well, I'll admit it right here, I'm not personally a fan of the time attacks. But the first thing we want to check out is our extras. As you may have well, I cannot talk right now. What I was trying to say is that, as you may have guessed, we have unlocked some images, some music, and a diorama ever since beating the final boss. In our Tiki Gallery, we have Tiki lineup and early lava Tiki, which actually didn't appear in the game. That would have actually been cool, but hard to... I cannot talk, can I? What I was trying to say is that I think that would have been cool in the game, but it also would have been hard to avoid because it's like the Tiki boing point's on fire. And so for the boss gallery, we've actually finished it. We have Colonel Pluck, the Tiki Tong Tower, and Tiki Tong himself. So with that, we've also unlocked some more stuff in the Worlds Gallery. We have, volcano eruptions. I actually wish they had become a level. That would have been cool. Actually, I guess that wasn't incorporated into Red Rising, but either way, we go down here and we just have Family Portrait. So with that, we have unlocked a new gallery, the bonus gallery. And we have all the images in it, so yeah, we have Rambi, Beach Bridge, Eel Fight, Amber Tracks, Bopopodamus. Okay, I guess the thing I put in the one episode in the Forest World is completely wrong. They're I can't even pronounce that. We also have a Treetop Village, Dusky Cliffs, and if I'm not mistaken, we also have Old School, and Angry Banana. Now, I'm not actually going to show you this last thing. We'll see it later. But as you also may have noticed, we still haven't unlocked everything yet. Critters 1 is complete. If I'm not I think we completed Critters 2 anyway. Okay. Our first two galleries are complete. We still have 2 more in the Tiki Gallery. We unlocked everything in the Boss Gallery. We unlocked everything in the Worlds Gallery. We still have to unlock 4 more in the Kong Gallery, and we still have a gallery we haven't seen yet. So we still have some more stuff to unlock. With that, let's see what we got for our volcano music. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the factory music, but I'm never going to break the butt whatever habit, am I? Anyway, we got Burn and Bop, Red Rockin', Lava Blitz, and Tiki Tong Song. And so with that, let's see our final diorama. So we're being attacked by Tiki Tong. We're on these platforms that are getting blasted up like in Red Rising. And as you can see, Diddy Kong actually has his peanut pop going again. Oh, man, I love the way that lava swirl looks. But anyway, with that, we have nothing else to do, so let's go back into the game and see what we have. So, first thing I want to talk about is, well, all the references to the original Donkey Kong Country. As you may have guessed by the returns in the title, this is the next installment in the Donkey Kong Country series. As a matter of fact, it's a reboot of the series, but that's besides the point. Something I want to address is that a lot of the songs in this game are actually a remix from the original Donkey Kong Country. King of Kling and Jungle Hijinks were remixed. Voices of Temple is a remix. Forest Frenzy and Vine Valley were remixes. A lot of the songs in the Cliff World were remixes. Fear Factory and Life in the Mines Returns were remixes, and I believe that's it, but I'm probably mistaken on that. I actually haven't played the original Donkey Kong Country, I'll just admit that right here. The main reason I didn't want to do this game is because I really like it. Admittedly, I probably should have done the original Donkey Kong Country series before this, but too late for that, I guess. I just really want to let's play this game, so yeah, I guess. Also, I guess it is technically different enough. I've seen like gameplay footage, so I think it's sort of different enough to warrant its own Let's Play. Sort of like how the new Super Mario Bros. Series is different from the original Super Mario Bros. Series. But aside from that, the other thing I want to talk about is that there is a 3DS port of this game, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. You may be wondering why I didn't Let's Play that game. Well, first off is that recording stuff on the 3DS is complicated. You have to like record 2 screens at once. There are a few companies who will modify your 3DS, but they're mainly in Japan. I really don't feel comfortable about sending my 3DS to Japan for 2 months and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't really done anything to record on DS or 3DS games. Record on DS or 3DS games? That didn't make any sense. But anyway, that's one of the main reasons. But even still, I'd like to go over the differences between this game and the port. First off, there's an easy mode in which Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have 3 hearts instead of 2, so you have a total of 6 hearts. I believe there may be an extra item that Cranky Kong sells, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll just put a thing on screen right here saying what it is. Now, other than that, I can't really think of any other differences off the top of my head. I haven't played the port, and with that, I will admit the main reason why I didn't do it is because, well, I didn't really think a port was necessary. Like, it is a good marketing tactic, and I guess it's good that, well, it's on a different platform that's handheld, but I don't really think a port of this game was even needed. Like, all you're really getting is just the same game, just on a just handheld and with crappier graphics, and I guess it's good that it's handheld and made slightly easier, but all in all, I just didn't really think a port of this game was necessary, so that's why I decided to do the Wii version instead. And I'm sorry if all the spinning is making you nauseous, but anyway, that's all I really want to talk about. The way I said that was weird, but I always say stuff that's weird. Now that we have all of that covered, I think it's finally time we address the elephant in the room. After you beat the final boss, you unlock a bonus world, the Golden Temple. Well, it's more of a bonus level since there's only one of them, but anyway, this is our reward for, well, getting all the bonus levels. Now, the reason I pause right there is because technically, even if you haven't beaten all the bonus levels, you will still unlock this world. It's just you can't, and I cannot freaking talk. Anyway, you can only progress until a certain point in this level if you haven't beaten all the bonus levels. That's what I was trying to say, but with all that aside, let's actually see what this is all about. I really like the music that plays right here, but if you haven't beaten all the bonus levels, you can just exit the level right there, and so we go on the Golden Temple. If you look right there, it kind of looks like the Aztec calendar, which I like, but let's go on this platform. And so with that, we have revealed the Golden Temple. Well, unlocked it. We've already revealed it, but I'm just going to stop talking right here. first things first, what we want to do is actually go back, replay Jungle Hijinks, and get Diddy again because, oh boy, the rest of this level. I'm going to be right back when we go get Diddy. And so I've returned to the Golden Temple with Diddy Kong. Now that we have all the rare orbs, let's see what this unlocks. Don't ask me what drugs were in those bananas. Well, that banana anyway. But with that, we have unlocked this alternate dimension. As you may remember, Cranky Kong was telling us about the golden banana, which will lead us to, well, another dimension. And here we have it. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that, my cat almost interrupted me. Well, she did, but either way, we are in another dimension right now, which I guess is like the world of the bananas or something like that. Anyway, this is almost like every other level, except that there are also... crap. We have also lost Diddy anyway, but I think there may have been a puzzle piece involved in those bananas right there, so... crap. As you can kind of tell already, this is an extremely difficult level, but I still like it a lot. I like it as a bonus level. I love like the almost heavenly feel kind of. It really feels like this is some sort of like magical other dimension paradise world, I guess. But anyway, what we want to do here is get all the bananas. Oh, we only get a banana corn right there. We don't get a puzzle piece. Anyway, we also have these guys who are going to be like shooting missiles at us, but if you just duck, I believe you should be good. Let's try to get all the bananas in this. I actually don't really remember where all the puzzle pieces are, but most of these are getting us banana coins. I don't think it's too big a deal. But anyway, now we actually are seeing koalas. They were actually shown in like one of the images we got, but now we're actually finally seeing them in the bonus level. But anyway, we pull on the flower to get a heart. And with that, I have to say one more thing I love about this level, and that's the music. I'll be quiet right here. And so with that, that's all I really have to say. Also, as you can see right there, we have to get all the bananas on these blueberries to get the second puzzle piece. So let's just go back there. This can be kind of difficult because as you can see, these platforms are ridiculously small and they get way down. So yeah. Now with that, there is something else I'd like to talk about. I was telling you guys about the differences between this version and the 3DS version. There is another difference which I didn't mention at first because, well, I didn't really want to spoil anything. But instead of just this being a bonus level, there actually was a full-on 9th world in the 3DS version, the Cloud World. Basically, there were 9 levels, 9-1 through 9-9. Now, each of the levels was based on one of the worlds, so like World 9 Level 1 is based on the Jungle World, World 9 Level 2 is based on the Beach World, and so on. Now, I know what you're thinking. More levels means a more complete game, right? Well, honestly, I'll just be frank about it. No. I don't really think this game needs another world. If anything, if they want to make a 9th world, what they should have done is that they should have just compilated like all the bonus levels into one world. That would have fit the Golden Temple theme a lot better than just like one singular level. But aside from all that, I feel like if they had gone that route, they could have just made it so that once you have all the Kong letters in a world, that particular level is unlocked. Sort of like how in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, one of the bonus levels is only unlocked until you get all the star coins in a world. So if they had wanted to do a bonus world, they just should have done that. I don't really feel like this game needs a bonus world. It's nice that they gave us a bonus level, but I really feel like this is all they need to do. It's a good bonus level, it's fun, it's challenging, the music is upbeat. It's a good final level and a good way to wrap up the game, as well as like all the bananas in the background. But anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I just don't think this game needs a bonus world at all. So that's why, well, as with I cannot freaking talk anyway. That's just one of the reasons why I decided to let's play this game instead of the 3DS version. Along with the fact that, well, like I said before, it's a lot easier to record Wii games than 3DS games. I don't even have the technology to record 3DS yet. But anyway, okay. Just jump along these blueberries. Hopefully those rocket guys leave us alone. Crap! Now, I don't really see a point in showing you guys the rest of this until I get to that one point, because we've already been here for a decent amount of time, so I'm just gonna cut until we reach that point. Okay, so I'm back here again, and something else I should bring up is that if you touch those guys who are coming out of the portals, like, if you actually, like, jump in front of them, you won't get hurt. It's only the rocks that'll hurt you, so don't worry about jumping in front of them. And now we have these two qualities right here. Just pick up their bombs and throw them at them. They're sort of like stew, actually, but anyway, what we want to do is get all these, and oh boy, this. As you can see, we just have, like, these two circles of bananas. What we have to do is, like in Smoky Peak, just get all the bananas in them, and let's just wait for these guys to circle back. Come on. Doing that will get us our third puzzle piece, and oh boy, this. Getting all the bananas is easy, but actually getting a puzzle piece, how are you even supposed to get that? Like, you have to stand on this, roll jump off, and no, I didn't get it. I told you this level was hard, I was being serious. Crap. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now these, as we can see, well, we have these cherries that when we land on them, they'll explode, so yeah, you're gonna want to be careful here. Now I just land on these, bounce off these guys, kill these guys for good measure, just pound this in, it's just a banana coin, so not that big of a reward, but this level is really hard, as you can tell. So now, as you can see, well, as you can't see, but it's been a while since that last clip you just saw. I got too frustrated to continue to live commentate because my commentary isn't good when I'm live commentating. But anyway, here in this clip, I'm actually getting the 4th and 5th puzzle pieces, but the thing is, okay, maybe I should just explain this better, but anyway. In this clip, I get the 4th and 5th puzzle pieces and reach the end, but the thing is, I forgot to get a 3rd puzzle piece in this particular run. And as you can see right here, I got the 4th puzzle piece by getting all the bananas they drop on those strawberries. But anyway, as I was saying, I get the last 2 puzzle pieces in this run, but I forgot to get the 3rd. So when I reach the end, I'm unable to continue, and then I have to go back and replay the whole level. I decided to show this particular clip because it's really, well, this basically was the most convenient clip for me to post-commentate, and one where I actually get the 4th and 5th puzzle pieces. So that's why I'm post-commentating this particular clip. And with that, I do have to say, I really don't like post-commentating, as I've said many times before. I just prefer to commentate while I'm actually playing the game, because it feels more natural, and I'm less likely to have, like, syncing errors and stuff like that. But anyway, in this last segment, as you can see, we have these falling oranges. They're kind of easy to dodge. All you really have to do is stand in the center of one of the platforms, and in retrospect, I guess it's not that easy to dodge, and considering right here we have a bunch of blueberries, how wonderful. So yeah, basically we have to stay on these smallest platforms while these oranges come down at us. Anyway, and in this upcoming segment, as we can see, we have these bananas. Basically what's happening here is that they're just going to be going a loopy-loop. It's sort of like a 3D section where you have to jump from banana to banana. However, in the last one, the 5th puzzle piece is actually at the very end, so you have to do is stand on the last banana and just, well, wait there until you hear the sound effect that plays when you get a puzzle piece.
And then we go up here, and this is when I realize I don't have the next puzzle piece, so I decide to, well, basically I decided to go back and actually finish the level. So with that, let's resume the actual commentary.
After all that post-commentating and several attempts, we are finally done! We have all 5 puzzle pieces. What we gotta do here is we have a trio of barrel cannons. Let's just keep on blasting ourselves, and we're done! Finally, we are done! Let's get the last gold barrel. Let's do this! And with that, we have all 5 puzzle pieces. Our image gallery is updated, and we got the final reward from the Golden Temple. I literally spent my entire morning trying to beat that level, and I'm finally done. I don't think I've ever been so happy in a recording before. And so, let's continue. You can now play any level in mirror mode. In this mode, Donkey Kong does not receive any help from his pal Diddy Kong and cannot use inventory items. And to make it even more challenging, he only has 1 heart. Good luck! And so now that I've calmed down a little bit, I'd say what we should do is see what we've unlocked from being the Golden Temple. As we can see, the puzzle icons filled in, so that means we have all the puzzle pieces. So that means our image gallery has been updated since last time. So we have finally unlocked this gallery, the Golden Temple gallery. And we have unlocked 8 things in it. Basically, these are all like concepts for it. We have golden bananas, banana coaster, thank god they didn't make that a minecart level, paper cutouts, wacky blocks, pudding wonderland, virtual void tracks. I have to admit that actually been pretty cool. Golden temple, just a concept for what the Golden Temple might have been like, crackers and pudding, and yeah, that's it. Basically, these are all concepts that weren't used for the Golden Temple. And we've also unlocked some stuff in the bonus gallery. Well, actually, no, we already unlocked this, but I didn't want to show it to you then. Basically, this is a temple monument, the stuff that's shown outside the Golden Temple. Now, you may be wondering, well, why haven't we unlocked these last few images? Well, there is one more thing we need to do before we unlock all the images. So how about I show that off? The thing that I have to show off is mirror mode. As we saw in the thing at the end of the Golden Temple, basically mirror mode, the level is reversed, Donkey Kong only has 1 heart, you can't use inventory items, and you can't use Diddy Kong. You cannot take Diddy Kong and, well, basically what I just said. So as you can see, we go into Jungle Hijinks. And everything is mirrored right now. We just shake the remote up and down to knock Kalimba Tiki out. And let me just, I don't think I can skip this, can I? Nope. Basically, as we can see, the whole level is reversed. We are going from right to left instead of from left to right. So, yeah, that's basically the whole gist of it. You just have to beat all of the levels with only 1 heart, without Diddy, and without, you know, inventory items. I actually have never beaten mirror mode before. Like, I've beaten this level in King of Kling before, but I've never actually gone out of my way to go and beat all of the levels in mirror mode. As a matter of fact, in the file, in the file select screen, you'll see a percentage next to each file, basically showing you how far you are in the game. Once you start working on mirror mode, you'll see it goes to like 101%, 103%. So once you beat all of the levels in mirror mode, it'll go to 200%. However, I have never gotten 200%, as I said before, and you need to get 200% in order to, like, get those last few images in the gallery. Considering I am probably never going to beat Mirror Mode in my life. I mean, just imagine Blast and Bounce, Perilous Passage, Feather Fiend, Five Monkey Trial, the Golden Temple, all without Diddy, all with 1 heart and no inventory items, so no banana juice to help us out. That does not sound like anything I would ever want to do in my entire life. So, to make up for that, I actually have Googled the images in the galleries that we haven't unlocked yet, or well, the ones that are unlocked in Mirror Mode. So I figure I'll just flash them on screen right now as I try to beat this level in Mirror Mode with a short description of what they are. Okay. As you can see, this is pretty tricky. This is only jungle hijinks, I'm already doing terribly at it. I only have 1 heart, and never mind, you already see. But basically, yeah, it's really it. We just have to do every single level with all these obstructions. Thankfully, they do have checkpoints, so I do have to thank them for that. They weren't completely heartless bastards when designing this, but yeah, I'm not going to do any more of this. I just figured I'd show this off this once, and then I'd be done with that. And with that, there's nothing really else I want to talk about. Now, I guess I could just say right here, while I am not a fan of Mirror Mode, no, I was going to say I'm not a fan of time trials either, but there's not really a point in that. There's really nothing I can talk about right now other than I don't like Mirror Mode or Time Attack, basically. And I've already gone on enough about those, so I don't see the point in repeating myself a bunch of times. Fuck. Okay, and so I'm at the gold barrel in Mirror Mode. Another thing she mentions is that you can get all the Kong letters and the puzzle pieces, but I don't think you actually get a reward for doing all that in Mirror Mode, since you already well, in order to unlock Mirror Mode, you have to complete all decay levels, and I guess you could collect puzzle pieces in Mirror Mode if you so wish, but yeah, there's not much to it. As you can see, there is another circle next to the levels, just to signify if you've completed Mirror Mode or not. But, like I said, there's not really a... I guess there is kind of a point in doing it, but if you really think about it, all that hassle just for a few pictures isn't really worth it, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's basically my whole shtick about Mirror Mode. I don't like it, I'm not a fan of Time Attack either, but I don't know. I wish we had gotten a better reward for being the Golden Temple, I guess. But, on the bright side, there is nothing left for me to talk about, so this transition is going to be incredibly awkward, I know, but I guess it's time for me to wrap things up, so let's do that, I guess. This is sounding really stupid, so I probably should just cut right here. Actually, before we finish things up, there is one more thing I forgot to show you guys. Now, something I should bring up, I recorded everything else in this episode at my house. The day after I recorded those, I had to go to the apartment again. As such, I was not able to record for a few days, and it was during that time I realized I completely forgot to show this, so that's why this episode was delayed by like 4 days. But anyway, if we go into our file, as you can see, there's an option for 2 players. Now what we have to do here is connect a second Mirror Mode, and let me do that real quick, because that involves me getting up and like playing around with the console. So nothing's really that different except for the fact that like the medal has Donkey Kong on one side and Diddy Kong on the other. But when we go in, we can see both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong can hold items of their own, but let's get started. Now let's just knock Lumba Tiki out of the house with both Kongs. And with that, let's go over some of Diddy's controls. He mainly controls the same as Donkey Kong. He can roll, he can jump, he has a jetpack. Donkey Kong unfortunately does not have the jetpack, so you want to be careful of that. If you press the 1 button, Diddy can grab, he can come down, well not come down, crouch down. But interesting thing is that if you have him crouching and you shake the remote up and down, actually, oh no, he just blows. If you shake the remote up and down as Diddy, you have the peanut pop gun, as I mentioned in an earlier episode. Basically, he shoots out a bunch of peanuts that can harm enemies in front of you, like, if these guys can spawn in any second, that would be, oh, here we go. You go up here and you shake the Wii remote up and down, that kills them. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's really the only difference Diddy has. And if I'm not mistaken, a Kong will actually get hurt if you stray too far away. Oh yeah, there's a timer right there that'll show how far it'll take you before you get hurt, or you just get transported back to the other... Before you get transported back to the other one. That's what I was trying to say. Now, I'm wondering, does it work the same for Donkey Kong, or does, Oh yeah, he gets transported back to Diddy. I always thought that Diddy would get transported back to Donkey Kong, wherever Donkey Kong was, but doesn't seem like that's the case. But with that, all I really have to... This is getting really freaking awkward, isn't it? What I was trying to say is, with this minor interruption out of the way, there's nothing left in the game I want to show you. So, let's finish this up. And so, with that, as clunkily as I word those sentences, that's it. We have done all really that's worth doing in Donkey Kong Country Returns. So, well, I guess it's time for me to get my final thoughts. First off, what exactly did I think of this Let's Play? I liked it a lot. It was rough at times, especially in the harder levels like Blast and Bounce, Perilous Passage, etc. And there was that part in the middle where I wasn't able to record for a month, so that definitely threw a monkey wrench into my overall plans. But thankfully, I was able to get a new capture card, so I can record the rest of my Let's Plays in much better quality now. I also figured out how to use my phone to record my commentary, so now my commentary sounds better as well. And so, yeah, a lot of change took place in this Let's Play, but it was definitely changes. They were all definitely changes for the better. I started playing this game like 5 years ago when I was in 6th grade. Back then, that wasn't a really good year for me. It was the last year my elementary school was open. I didn't like my teacher. It just wasn't a very good year. So this was just kind of like a light in the dark, I guess. So I guess I've given my final thoughts pretty well in the last episode. But there is one more thing I feel like I should address before ending this. And that's the fact that while I was gone, I started playing Tropical Freeze a lot more. I got it like a year and a half ago, but I didn't really get into it, if that makes any sense. But I decided to give it another go while I couldn't play this, and I actually am really enjoying it, so I'll say this right here, I do have plans to let's play it someday, so let's see, I have 6 games so far I've promised to record. Mario & Luigi Partners in Time, The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, Pikmin 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Little Inferno, and now Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Hopefully I'll be able to do them all someday, but we'll see, I guess. And so, that's really all I wanted to say. This has been TriSkeet with my 6th Let's Play of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the 7th Let's Play. And until then, Carpe Diem. Actually, before I go, one last thing. My next Let's Play is actually going to be somewhat similar to something I've done before. That's all I'll say for now. And now for real this time, I'll see you in the next Let's Play. And until then, Carpe Diem.